Have you ever experienced that unsettling emptiness right after you've poured your heart out, only to realize the person you trusted wasn't really the safe harbor you thought they were? Worse yet, your most precious secret somehow slipped back into your life as a painful weapon against you? In today's world where oversharing feels like the norm and every thought, feeling, or plan is posted for the world to see, what if I told you that some things are simply not meant to be shared? It might sound counterintuitive, especially when honesty and openness are so highly praised, but there's profound wisdom in knowing when to hold back. The Bible, far from being just an ancient collection of stories or moral lessons, is the living, breathing Word of God. It's packed with divine insight, correction, and protection for every aspect of our lives. And here's something crucial. It explicitly warns us that some things must remain locked away, not for fear, but for our own spiritual defense. Why? Because those secrets, when spoken prematurely or to the wrong ears, can turn into weapons. Weapons that the enemy can wield to discourage, deceive, or derail your God-given destiny. Today, I want to walk you through 5 deeply personal things the Bible advises us to keep hidden, not as a restriction, but as a spiritual strategy. These 5 guarded truths have the power to shield your faith, protect your mind, and even shape the path God intends for you. Are you ready to uncover these powerful secrets that could change how you live your spiritual life? Let's dive in. Your future plans. Have you ever noticed how your most cherished dreams sometimes unravel soon after you share them with others? You had this clear vision, maybe a calling to start a new venture, deepen your prayer life, or embark on a mission that feels divinely inspired. Filled with excitement, you couldn't wait to tell your friends, family, or even acquaintances. But then things started to go sideways. Obstacles seemed to spring up out of nowhere. Doubts crept in like unwelcome shadows. The vibrant spark that fueled your passion began to fade. Frustration set in, and you started wondering, why did I even say anything? The Bible offers an insightful answer. Do not reveal everything in your heart, for who knows? Someone might use it against you. Proverbs 24:6 paraphrased. This isn't just an old saying or a vague warning. It's a timeless truth crafted by divine wisdom. Not every plan or dream is meant for the spotlight. Some visions are sacred, meant to be nurtured quietly between you and God before they're ready to bloom publicly. Why is silence so powerful here? Because sharing too soon can expose you to criticism, jealousy, or even spiritual attacks. Sometimes people don't share your dreams. They try to extinguish them. And sometimes the enemy waits for an opening to sabotage what God has placed in your heart. The book of James drives this point home with a sobering reminder. You say, today or tomorrow, we will go to such and such a city, spend a year there, carry on business, and make money. Yet you do not know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? You are a mist that appears for a little while and then vanishes. James 4:13-14. This isn't meant to discourage you. Instead, it humbles us, reminding us that while making plans is wise, the future ultimately rests in God's hands. He is the one who establishes your steps, directs your path, and breathes life into your dreams. So, what should you do? Hold your plans close to your heart. Share them only with God and those you deeply trust, those who will pray, support, and protect your vision. Guarding your future plans isn't about fear or secrecy. It's about trusting God's timing and protection as your dream unfolds. When we rush to share our half-formed plans, it's like throwing open a window into our dreams before they're fully ready. But not everyone who peers through that window gazes with kindness or encouragement. Some look with envy, hoping to see you stumble. Others with skepticism, casting doubt like a shadow over your hopes. And then there are those who, whether knowingly or not, plant seeds of fear and failure deep in your heart, poisoning your confidence. But it's not just people. Sometimes the greatest threat comes from the enemy himself. The moment you speak your dream aloud, the devil sees an opening, a weak spot to attack what hasn't yet taken root. Your unfinished plans become vulnerable targets for discouragement, distraction, and delay. That's why choosing silence is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of spiritual wisdom. Learn to treasure that sacred space between you and God, where your dreams can quietly take root and grow strong. Let your prayers be the gentle rain that nourishes your vision in secret. Let your faith be the steady light that fuels it without any outside noise or judgment. And when the time is ripe, when your dream is fully matured and ready to bear fruit, the world will witness it in all its glory, without you having to shout or announce it. So ask yourself today, is this plan truly ready to be revealed, or is it still safely in God's hands? 2. Family conflicts. Never share them with others. Have you ever noticed how every family, no matter how perfect it may seem, faces its share of storms? Sometimes it's bitter disagreements that shake the very core. Other times, simple misunderstandings that threaten to pull everyone apart. It's a natural part of life. Every home experiences rough weather. But here's a question worth reflecting on. What if sharing those family storms outside your home is like standing naked in a vast open field, vulnerable for everyone to see and judge? The Bible offers a powerful teaching on this. Whoever reveals a brother's weakness is not showing love, but bringing shame. Proverbs 11:13, paraphrased. Family is not just a social unit. It's God's sacred institution, an arrangement designed to hold love, forgiveness, and healing, even in the middle of conflict. When we take our family struggles to friends, neighbors, or the vast world of social media, we aren't protecting the home God entrusted to us. We're dismantling its protective walls. Why does this matter so deeply? Because the cracks in your family's foundation are not meant to be public spectacles for gossip or judgment. Sometimes the very people who smile and nod in support today may be the ones whispering and mocking your family's weaknesses tomorrow. Not every smile hides a genuine heart, and not every piece of advice is rooted in love. More dangerously, the enemy uses careless words and loose lips as tools to sow even greater discord and poison within your home. So when conflicts arise, and they will, take them straight to God, not to the court of public opinion. Remember this truth: where there is unity, God dwells, but where private matters leak out, peace gives way to shame and regret. The next time you feel the urge to expose your family's battles to the world, pause. Instead of venting or complaining, kneel in prayer. Pour out your heart to God, who works miracles quietly and faithfully, often without anyone else even noticing. Your financial situation, keep it private. Financial struggles or successes are deeply personal, and the Bible teaches us to handle them with discretion and wisdom. Revealing too much about your financial situation can expose you to judgment, envy, or even exploitation. It's a topic that deserves careful protection and prayerful consideration. Money, a word that sounds so sweet, so promising. Yet behind, it often lurks bitterness and hardship. If you're currently struggling financially, weighed down by debts, or facing the cold sting of lack, remember, not everyone needs to know your story. Why? Because the world doesn't truly understand, and worse, it often judges harshly. You might open your heart and share your struggles, but many will measure your worth by your wallet, not your character. They may listen, but deep down, they count how broken you seem rather than how strong you are. The Bible teaches us this powerful lesson. Let not your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Matthew 6:23. Even when you are doing good, or simply surviving, silence is a virtue. Imagine the damage done when you broadcast your financial troubles for all to see. It's like inviting judgment, pity, and sometimes even exploitation instead of genuine help. Not everyone around you is a true friend or sympathizer. Some wear smiles that hide sharp knives. They may smile warmly to your face but laugh cruelly behind your back. Others will tie your poverty to your value, wrongly equating lack of money with lack of ability or worth. And worst of all, the enemy often slips in through the open doors left by loneliness and despair, waiting to deepen your wounds. But here is the unshakable promise of God. I will never leave you, nor forsake you. Hebrews 13:5. So when the temptation to share your financial hardships rises, pause. Speak first to God, the Creator of heaven and earth, who owns everything and knows your deepest needs. He looks past empty pockets and sees the heart that trusts Him through every trial. Remember this truth: your poverty is not your identity. Your faithfulness to God is. Your trust in Him is your true wealth. So, keep your pockets empty if you must, but never let your soul stand naked before the world. Your marital and personal life. Guard it closely. Every relationship is like a sacred temple, and the bond between husband and wife is its most holy chamber. But what happens when the sacredness of that bond is displayed publicly for everyone to see? It no longer commands respect. Instead, it becomes a spectacle, a source of gossip, and often judgment. Many forget this simple truth. Every marriage encounters storms. Arguments flare, misunderstandings arise, and disagreements shake the foundation. These struggles are normal, part of the messy beauty of two imperfect people growing together. But here's a sobering question to consider. Why do so many take their most private struggles to friends, relatives, or the endless scroll of social media? Is it truly for advice or healing? Or is it to receive validation and judgment from others? The Bible is clear. Marriage is a holy covenant, two becoming one body. Ephesians 5:31. And protecting that unity is not just a choice. It's a sacred responsibility entrusted to you both. When you reveal your spouse's flaws, faults, or struggles to the world, you are digging beneath the very foundation of your home. Some things belong only between two hearts. They are not meant for a third party's ears, opinions, or criticisms. Sharing breaks the trust God has built. When you share private struggles in your relationship, it's not merely a slip of the tongue, it's a fracture in the sacred trust God has built. This is where the enemy loves to work, slipping into the cracks, sowing seeds of doubt, bitterness, and betrayal. He turns your home from a place of peace into a battlefield. Have you ever felt the sting of words spoken in confidence coming back to hurt your marriage? Or watched how one shared complaint spirals into a web of gossip that traps your family? That's why guarding your marital and personal life closely is not about hiding shame. It's about honoring the sacred covenant God gave you. Protect it fiercely. Nurture it quietly. Let your relationship be a sanctuary, not a stage. But here's the beautiful truth. God desires something far deeper and more powerful than airing our marital struggles to the world. He calls us to bring those intimate battles into the quiet sanctuary of prayer, not into the noisy public forum. Because sometimes saying everything out loud is not the answer. Some wounds need the gentle, healing presence of God alone to be restored. So, next time you feel the urge to complain or vent about your spouse, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath, then kneel and speak directly to the Lord. He is the ultimate healer, the one who binds up broken hearts, applies His healing balm, and restores unity where division once lived. Remember, the power to mend your marriage doesn't come from public approval or advice. It flows directly from God's loving hand. Never reveal someone else's secrets. Some things are meant to be heard, not told. When someone vulnerably opens their heart and shares a burden with you, they aren't just telling a story. They are placing a sacred trust in your hands. The Bible reminds us, a true friend is one who guards the trust given to him. In today's fast-paced world, unfortunately, sacred trusts are too often turned into gossip, entertainment, or mere talking points. Personal struggles, past mistakes, spiritual weaknesses, these are not stories to be broadcast or dissected. They belong between that person and God alone. When you betray that trust by revealing someone's secrets, you harm their dignity and break the very trust God placed in you regarding their life. Think about it. People don't share their deepest hurts with you so you can spread their stories. They share because they believe you will keep their secrets safe, locked away like precious treasures. If you betray that trust once, who will ever open up to you again? And here's the spiritual truth. God is watching and testing us in the same way. Only when we prove ourselves trustworthy with others' secrets will He reveal His own deeper truths to us. So the next time someone confides in you, hold those words carefully. Keep them locked away in the vault of your heart. Because a true Christian isn't someone who knows everything. Rather, they are the one who knows when to remain silent. Friends, today we have journeyed through a vital truth that is often overlooked. Some things are far wiser to keep hidden from the world, whether it's your future plans, family struggles, financial challenges, marital life, or someone else's secrets. There is a right time and place for everything. Not every ear is meant to hear every detail. God calls us to live with wisdom and discernment, speaking thoughtfully, and always putting His will above our impulse to share. So let's begin anew today. Let's embrace the power of silence, the sacred responsibility of trust, and the depth of spiritual maturity God desires in us. If this message has touched your heart today, please hit the like button, share in the comments which point impacted you the most. And if you want more Bible-based inspiration delivered right to you, subscribe now to the Power of Mindset channel and don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss a video. Together, we are building a community where the mindset of Christ transforms every life, every day. May the Lord bless you richly. Until next time, I leave you with peace, love, and faith.